For the first 15 years or so of my life, I would not eat salad unless it had French dressing on it. Since my Aunt Beatrice worked in a diner most of her life, one summer she showed me a diner secret that I have kept with me my entire life. And that secret is how to make 3 classic salad dressings using ingredients that are already in your refrigerator and pantry. So today I'm sharing how to make French dressing, Thousand Island, and Louis dressing. The funny thing is, once you know how they're made, you'll never look at a bottle of dressing the same way again. The base for all 3 recipes is a very, very simple French dressing. And here's what blew my mind. It's simply mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together. So we're doing 1 cup of mayonnaise and 1/2 cup of ketchup. And yes, of course, you're going to find other recipes out there that add different things to kind of customize it or make it something special. This is a very, very basic, old-fashioned, like 1950s style French dressing. We're keeping it super simple. This is what my aunt would be serving in the diner, and this is what her patrons loved. All you need to do is combine those really well. It's going to be this beautiful salmon color, and it's going to taste just like my childhood memories. So I'm just going to divide these into thirds so that I will have my French dressing. We'll turn one into Aunt Bea's Thousand Island and the other one into Aunt Bea's Louis dressing. To make Thousand Island, we're just going to add a tablespoon or so of sweet pickle relish and mix it up. And that is literally all you have to do. And here's a little bonus tip. If you love In-N-Out Burger, you can add a teaspoon of mustard and a teaspoon of vinegar, and you can replicate their burger sauce. And with the last bowl, we're going to make Louis dressing. I don't know if Louis dressing has simply fallen out of fashion or if it's a more regional type of salad, but I used to love shrimp Louis and crab Louis salads, and I hardly see them anymore. So to our French dressing base, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Boy, that's a tongue twister. We're also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of horseradish. That's optional, but I think it's really great to add, especially if you are going to have this with shrimp or crab. Horseradish just seems like a very seafood-centric type of seasoning. And then we're going to add a sprinkle of paprika. Stir to combine all of this really well, and now you have a Louis dressing. If you've never heard of it or never tried it, I highly recommend that you make this one. Often, the best kitchen lessons aren't complicated recipes at all. They're the little things that someone takes the time to show you, and for me, this was one of those lessons. Aunt Bea spent years cooking in a diner, but she never made cooking feel complicated. She showed me that a lot of good food starts with simple ingredients and a little know-how. These dressings may be old-fashioned, but they still taste as good today as they did when she first showed me how to make them. If you'd like to see more recipes and kitchen wisdom from Aunt Bea's Kitchen and my Grammy, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.